you want your kids to be really great at math? Do they hate doing math or just really struggle with it? Or can they not get enough math and you're looking for something they can do to really hone those math skills? I think I've found the solution for all of that, and I'm so excited to share this with you. Let's review the Synthesis Tutor for Math and see if it's really the best online math program around. As a homeschool mom who majored in math in college, it's really important to me that my kids understand what they're learning. With my 9-year-old, this has not been as easy as I'd hoped. We've tried several different curriculums, different online programs, all sorts of things. And there are still areas where she struggles. I don't just want her to check things off a list and move on. I really want her to gain a deep understanding of math. That's why I'm so excited that I found this program. From the first time she tried it, I knew it was going to be different. So what is this Synthesis Tutor all about? Well, it's a sophisticated AI math tutor that's designed for kids ages 7 to 11 to help them not just learn math, but be really great at it. And it's unlike anything I've ever seen. And just so you know, this company is not paying me, although I'd love to be able to work with them. This is just my completely honest review. When you go to their website, you're going to see two different options, Synthesis Tutor and Synthesis Teams. These are two entirely different programs. Synthesis Tutor is the AI math tutor that we're going to cover in this video. Synthesis Teams is a program for kids ages 8 to 14 designed to teach critical thinking. I'd love to cover that program too in an upcoming video, so let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that. For this video, we're just going to focus on the Synthesis Tutor program. So if you go to their website, make sure that you click on Tutor and not Teams. Now I have to warn you, this program is not cheap. They do have a 7-day free trial, which if you do sign up for, you're probably going to love it. So this is one of the only times I'm actually going to suggest that you don't sign up for the free trial. Because if you do and your kids really enjoy it, then how are you not going to keep it, right? I mean, it's math. After the free trial, it's going to cost $348 for a full year. If you don't cancel your free trial in time, this is what you're going to be charged for. If you do cancel in time, you can re-sign up and pay $45 a month with the option to cancel at any time. So the $29 a month you see here is deceiving, because that's only if you pay for the full year up front. And just keep in mind, if you do decide to cancel your free trial and then re-sign up, all the work your child did is not going to be saved. So they'll have to start over, which is kind of a bummer. They also have this $999 lifetime offer, which they say is expiring soon, but who knows? I don't know about you, but I don't have $1,000 to spend on something like this anyway. $348 for the year is expensive enough. But once you see how awesome this is, I bet you're going to be trying to figure out how you can fit this into your budget. Once you sign up, it's super easy to get started. And as a parent, you don't have to do anything other than enter your child's name and age. So if math isn't your strong suit, this is perfect, because the AI tutor is going to do all the work for you. So when you first sign on, this is what you'll see. So you can choose your student here or add another student. If you add another student, then you're going to have to pay for them too, unfortunately. At first, I thought it was included because it lets you create the profile, so I made a bunch of profiles to see if there was a limit, and now I can't delete them. But when you click on them, it brings you to the page to start your free trial. So when your child is ready to get started, they can just click on their profile, and this is the main screen they're going to see. Over on the left here are the two options, Tutor and Teams. So since we're reviewing the tutor here, that's what you'll want to make sure is clicked. If you have both programs, then this is how you switch between the two. Launch the tutor to get started. The first part that your child will do when they first start the program is this Meet the Tutor section. This introduces them to the program and the AI tutor. So it's basically like a tutorial, but it's not boring at all. It just jumps right in. And even my twins were having fun watching my older daughter do it, as you can see. Once they complete the initial tutorial, then it unlocks the other units. There are 7 units in total: numbers and place value, addition and subtraction, multiplication, fractions, number sense, bonus lessons, and supplemental arithmetic. Your child can work on any unit they want, but the lessons will go in order. You can see how many lessons are included in each unit here. And don't worry if your child already understands some of these topics, because the point of this is to get really great at it. Let me show you an example of one of the lessons now. Then I'll show you some of the settings you can change and go over some additional things you need to know, like how to cancel that free trial if you don't end up liking this.
Hey, Peyton. Check it out. I just got done building my new dot blaster. Have you ever used a dot blaster before? A master already? I hope you have your license. Also, this blaster is special. It's more than just a blaster, it's a multiplication machine. That's why I built it. I'll go ahead and activate it for us. That's more like it. Now we're in the game. Why don't you help me charge it up? Press the green arrow. I've circled it up at the... Alright. Ready to go. Next, let's pick up the dot blaster by clicking on it. I circled it for you at the top. Time to let it rip. Blast by clicking in the empty space. We call that area the blast zone. Keep going. Pew pew. You're a real sharpshooter. Did you notice my blaster maxes out after 10 blasts? Let me clear those out for you so you can do it again. Bye-bye dots. Charge it up again. There you go. Now it's time to blast. This round, let's keep it reasonable. Only blasted 5 times. These dots aren't cheap. Nice. How many blue dots did you blast? Of course. You blasted 5 dots. You were blasting 1 dot at a time, and you shot it 5 times. I'm excited for you to see what else this thing can do. Let's clear out these dots and blast again. Click the red button at the top of the screen to clear the dot. Poof. There they go. This time, give the blaster a bit more juice. Power it up to 2 dots. Nice. Double the trouble. I've given you the blaster. Fire away. Alright, that time you fired 2 dots when you blasted. That's different. Let's keep going. Keep blasting until you have 5 pairs of dots. Awesome blasting. How many blue dots do you have now? You've got it. You have 10 dots. Let's think about how you got here. When you fired your blaster, how many dots came out with each blast? Yes. You're right. You charged the blaster with a group of 2 yellow dots. So 2 dots came out with each blast. Now remind me, how many times did you fire the blaster? Exactly. You fired the blaster 5 times. And each blast made a new row of 2 dots. Time to put this all together mathematically. Let's start by looking at the total dots that we blasted. I've highlighted all 10 dots. You made 10 dots by blasting 5 times. Each blast made a new row of dots. I've highlighted all 5 rows. And each time you fired your blaster, you shot a row of 2 dots. There it is at the top, still charged up to 2. So, putting it all together. You charged the blaster with a group of 2 dots. You blasted 2 dots, 5 times. For a total of 10 dots. You know, we have a special way we can write this in math. Instead of saying I shot my dot blaster 5 times with 2 dots each time, we can write that as 5 times 2. There it is, circled above the dots. And look at that little X symbol between the numbers. That's the multiplication symbol. We read it as times. So, using the times symbol we can describe what we did. 5 times 2 equals 10. 5 times 2 dots. 10 in total. With each blast, you are doing multiplication. Let's keep going so you can see what I mean. Now that you know how to use the blaster, let's charge it up even more. This time, let's charge the dot blaster up to 3. Click the green arrow to charge it up. Time to blast. Shoot the blaster 4 times. You're a natural. Using what we just learned about multiplication, how can we describe this set of blue dots? Ah, I see what you were thinking. The plus sign and the multiplication sign look similar. That's an easy mistake to make. Let's look at why this isn't right. 4 plus 3 would only be 7 dots. But you have more than 7 dots. 4 times 3 means we blasted 4 times, with 3 dots, each time. That's exactly what you did. Can you also tell me how many blue dots you have in all? What is 4 times 3? Exactly. Blasting 4 times, with 3 dots, gives us 12 dots in all. 4 times 3 equals 12. You're already multiplying like a pro. Have you ever multiplied before? It shows. You may also already know that multiplication can be a shortcut for adding the same number, multiple, times. Some people call this repeated addition. Let's get back to the blaster so we can see repeated addition in action.
Okay, so that's how the lessons are going to work. But remember, this is an AI tool, so it also depends on how your child answers the questions. So this might look a little different depending on the student. If you go up here, you can change some of the settings. If you don't like the sound of the AI tutor, you can pick a different voice. You can also adjust the talking speed. Restart allows you to restart a lesson. You can switch users here if you have more than one student signed up. Under More settings, you can enable or disable reading question options and choose to use Open Dyslexic font. Clicking on Exit Tutor will take you back to the main screen. Up here is where you can log on in another device, manage billing, or get help. Manage billing is where you'll go if you decide to cancel your plan. So that's how the Synthesis Tutor works and what it all looks like. Now let's just talk about a few more important items. First is their money-back guarantee. If you do end up paying for this, you will have 30 days to try it out and get your money back if you don't end up liking it. So that's another option if you still aren't sure after the 7-day free trial. Next, I just want to point out that this isn't an app. It's done on their website. So that means that you can use it on a desktop computer or on any device with access to the website. But I did actually have trouble with it on my iPad. It worked much better on the desktop. You may have a different experience, but that was mine. I also want to talk a little bit about why this program is different than any other math program you may have tried. Synthesis Tutor is actually built on research by DARPA, the government agency behind GPS, the internet, and early self-driving cars. This agency was working on a tool to replicate classroom learning, but it ended up working even better than they thought. The idea was to create an AI tool that would teach in a similar way to having a private tutor. Except, unlike a human, the AI tutor can't get frustrated or angry. If your student isn't understanding a concept, the AI tutor will continue to provide just the right guidance. And it really feels like learning from a real person. In a study performed by DARPA, students using the digital tutor outperformed classroom students and Navy technicians. The Synthesis Tutor was created by partnering with the team that created the original DARPA program, expanding on their research and creating a program specifically designed for students ages 7 to 11. So that's some of the history behind the program. Now let's just talk about a few more things that you may be wondering. First, is this a complete math program? Well, to me, that depends on the student. This is really designed to work like a tutor to help bring your child's math skills to their highest potential. So in my family, we're using it as a supplement. But I think for a child who really struggles with long in-person lessons, this could be your main program. We haven't gone through all the lessons yet, and I noticed that the fractions unit only has 2 lessons, so it might not cover everything, but your student will certainly get a lot out of it. They also say on their website that they add new lessons monthly, so there may be more coming. You also may be wondering how much time your child should spend on this per day or week. One thing I noticed was the tutor did tell my daughter when to take a break. It seems like they should probably do 1 lesson at a time. But there are also games that they can do over and over again to get better. So my recommendation, maybe about 30 minutes a couple of times a week if you're using this to supplement your curriculum. Lastly, I just want to say that this program is relatively new. While I think that the Teams program has been around for a bit longer, from what I can find, this tutor program only came out last fall. So I imagine there could still be some bugs to work out and some other changes as more people test it out and provide their feedback. So that's everything I wanted to share with you today about the Synthesis Tutor for Math. We're definitely keeping it, so if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to help. And if I learn anything more about it as we go through the program, I'll make sure to keep you updated. Thank you so much for watching.